Don't know if y'all heard, but SNAP recipients have to now re-enroll. You will be receiving information from your social worker, your social services, but all SNAP recipients going forward will have to re-enroll. This is to wing out all the people that are doing SNAP fraud. Food stamp fraud is a real charge. It holds real time. If you know somebody that is doing food stamp fraud, encourage them to stop. Y'all, they are making everybody, all SNAP recipients all over the world, is not one state doing it and another state not. Everybody is ordered by the president, the orange man. He wants everybody on SNAP, receiving SNAP, to re-enroll so he can catch who is fraud and who is not. Y'all, be careful.
Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse. But Pearson, they are already required. Listen, Pearson, they've already required by the states to always check in and reapply. So why is Trump doing it now?
On day one, when I was sworn in, which was earlier this year in February, the very first thing I did was send letters to every single state in America and said, never before has the federal government asked for the data, but it is a new day. President Trump is the president. We know there's a lot of fraud. We need to help partner with you all to figure out how to make sure that this money and these benefits go to those who truly need it and not rife with fraud and corruption. 29 states, mostly the red states, responded with their data sets February, March, April. So the numbers that you're talking through, those are numbers that we have been collecting and analyzing since early summer, late spring. The fact that this spotlight shined on SNAP has allowed us to talk about it. But here's the most unbelievable news I have really just over the last few days, that 5,000 dead people, that was just 1 month. The number is closer to 186,000 deceased men and women and children in this country are receiving a check. Now that is what we're really going to start clamping down on. 500,000 are getting 2. But here's the really stunning thing. This is just data from those 29 mostly red states. Can you imagine when we get our hands on the blue state data, what we're going to find? It's going to...
People, don't believe the smoke and mirrors. Don't believe they got to justify doing this surgery. You know, I teach the 5C. Let's go into this thing. As soon as they right off the bat, he's got on the purple tie, right? And she's got on the red and black. Red and black is destruction and death. Purple is the Phoenician all day. This is the lady who said, look, I'm going to fulfill what Mr. Trump asked me to do. And people, do you think, again, like I said to you guys last week, when I predicted the day that they would finally stop this charade about, having the government shut down, I predicted the day they would reopen it. I said, why now? Just like when they did Doge, why now? And again, just when you think things have settled, here they come back with some more stress. And as much as people like me who don't have to worry about that because I'm not on that particular aid, it is quite stressful to watch the reality of your country literally do this surgery. Now, there will be those in the comment section, people, they got waste, fraud, abuse. People, let me tell you something. Trump has been in office long enough to scare a dead man and make him wake up. I'm going to say it again. Everybody and their mama know how Trump is. And I think the average person who was a crook then stopped. Just to name Trump enough in all the categories that he's been doing, whether it's sending in the National Guard with ICE and dealing with the detainees or going after waste, fraud, and abuse in all the departments with Elon Musk back in the day. Trump has done enough to scare a dead man come back alive to testify and say, hey, it wasn't me. So if you think I'm going to sit here and believe that thousands upon thousands of people are still out there mooching out this thing, no. They want control. They're not through data grabbing. Do you understand? They got these marketed beasts, big computers out here. They need the data. It is a data grab under the guise of waste, fraud, and abuse. Okay? That's all it is. That's all it is. And this is the TERR. You know the rest of the word. That's what this is. This is the TERR. That's what they do. These people, they're unreal. They're just simply unreal. So here she is, Brooke Rollins. Date of birth, April 10th. We only gonna do one number, so just chill out. Do one number. Where's she at? Did I do it right? I don't know why that's a 1. April 10th, 2025. Let's see what we got here. Come out to 66, 2 legs of 666. Her birthday minus Trump's birthday gives you 66. Let's see. Let me see if because for some reason the numbers, oh, there it is. There it is. Her birthday is April 10th. April 10th, 2024. Her birthday last year versus Trump's birthday this year, 6/14/2025. The difference is 6/14. That's Trump's birthday. Do you understand? I know a lot of y'all probably like, whoa, God, how is that possible? Because I know them. I know these demons. Allegedly, that's what they are, they demons. Her birthday minus Trump's birthday gives you Trump's birthday. You guys probably remember I did a video a few weeks ago. I don't know if I'll ever get the credit that I'm supposed to be getting in breaking this stuff down. But I tell you, I got the goods on them. You wonder why I come out to Trump's birthday? Let me show you a video that I did not too long ago. You guys gotta see it. This video here has all the women that are in Donald Trump's cabinet. So you think 6/14 is popular, that is Trump's birthday? You should see the rest of the numbers. In some way, form, or fashion, when you take all the women in Trump's cabinet, subtracted from his birthday or somewhere along the lines, it speaks to the events of the day. That's for the women. And this one here is for all the men who are part of Trump's cabinet. It's not an election, it's a selection. All right, so correction. This one here is the women's, then that's the men's. The women's is, I have no words, tell me I'm dreaming. All the women in Trump's cabinet, they relate to Trump in some way, form, or fashion, or world events. And the big part of this is Trump's birthday. And then he houses the men in his cabinet. Let me go further, okay? Check this out. Her birthday, 4/10/2024. Subtracted from Trump's birthday, you can sit up here and have 50 people apply for her job and never get this answer. But if they're selected ahead of time, that's what you get, okay? Government is sold out, baby. They're doing what the Antichrist spirit wants them to do. They're getting everything ready for the Antichrist. So yeah, they're going after the people, going after little people. And I didn't say what no waste, fraud, and abuse. But you know, if she really wanted to upset the apple cart, you know what she would do? She would say, Dr. Trump, hello, Dr. Trump. Dr. Trump, oh, wake up. How about that, what was it, 20, 40 billion you sent to Argentina? Can you send that back? Maybe we can help some, poor people over here. See, they ain't loyal to him, they ain't loyal to us. Get it through y'all head. Nah. All right, so obviously I had to redo the video. I apologize for it. But people, as I was sitting here, I was thinking atmosphere. I believe one of the strategies of the Antichrist is to get you to hate Trump so bad, hate his policies. Anytime you do arguably this much damage in a short period of time, you can't help but feel pressure and want to percolate. Let's just keep it real. You can't help but want to pop off. You understand? Because we weren't built to have all this stress. And mankind doesn't relate like this in a normal fashion. That's why I'm saying, I'm questioning and asking, are these fallen angels at the top? I believe they are. I believe you got fallen angels in positions making decisions for human beings. So understand, if I am right, Trump is causing so much hell that once the Antichrist comes, people are going to perceive this guy as, oh my God, I'm glad somebody has brought back sensibility. Oh my God, thank God I can have peace of mind. I can get back to some type of normality. Thank God for the early 2000s, and because people, we miss that. We identify with a certain atmosphere, things in a certain context, things ran a certain way. The government wasn't perfect, but my God, it didn't have all this pressure in a short period of time and this 1984 dystopian society. No, it didn't have all that. But the Antichrist, he played both sides. You understand? He Republican and he Democrat. That's why you got red and blue, which makes purple. The Phoenician purple rain, not the R-A-I-N, the R-E-I-G-N, in relation to the video that I created yesterday. Please watch these videos. These videos, people, if my predictions come true, if what I am seeing comes true in a very short period of time, this will be the site to look for in the future. This is it right here. King and Prince. King Charles and Prince, the purple rain, who wears the crown? And God showed me last night, if you take King Charles' birthday and subtract it from his mother's birthday, you get June 7th. What is June 7th? That's his birthday. In a spiritual sense, did they not birth him? He said the purple rain. What do you think this is on his head? Come on, man. They telling you. I just decode. I tell it like it is. But our good Lord is coming again. Now, not only is this atmosphere for you to accept the Antichrist, because the negative part of the atmosphere was created also by the Antichrist, you're gonna accept and do anything that this so-called false image, which is really a false Prince of Peace, you're gonna do whatever they want because you don't want it to go back to a Trump type atmosphere. Am I right? So now, let me digress and let you see something, because see, people, I'm gonna go ahead and just say it. We just had the second vote, right? As many of you all know, I predicted the day that the shutdown would end. I predicted that. But also, I waited out to see what the House was going to do. And lo and behold, the vote was 222 versus 209. And you know 222 is that beast system, the Antichrist system, right? Well, I got news for you. Let me show you something. I'm going to show you how the lockdown relates to this again. It's going to blow your mind, because anytime you get 222, and then they tell you on the flip side, well, in December, we're going to have to figure out Obamacare. And then in January, like January 30th, we're going to have to figure out how we're going to fund the full government going forward. You should have known it was some mess in the game, okay? So I'm going to show you in a spiritual sense what's going on. Now let's hear from a lady who's involved, who covers this stuff for a newspaper, Politico. Check it out.
Need to reapply. Grace Yarrow standing by. She's a food and agriculture policy reporter for Politico, and she's the author of Politico Pro's daily morning agriculture newsletter. I think my main question here is, what kind of fraud are they talking about?
Yeah, thanks for having me on. So it's not 100% clear exactly what the secretary is planning to do yet. We haven't heard back from USDA when we sent them an email to request more details, because SNAP participants are already required to recertify their application information every 6 to 12 months. And they're also required to update work history, income, et cetera, to make sure that they're still qualifying for SNAP along the way, or they'll get kicked off the program. So a lot of the fraud that Republicans, including Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins, are talking about is cracking down on folks receiving SNAP who aren't working, or what Secretary Rollins has said is she wants to make sure, and the president said earlier this week, is that the administration wants to make sure that the folks who are receiving SNAP benefits are those who truly need it, in their words. So Republicans have already sought to crack down on error payments, which are just miscalculations from SNAP administrators, et cetera. So we have to stay tuned. And
like I said, why now? You want to tell me the federal government does better audits than the state? Come on, man. People, they got to justify it. So they give you these crazy numbers. I believe they're lying so they can have an intrusion, just like they're lying about all the immigrants this and all the immigrants there so they can bring in the National Guard. It's the same playbook, baby. Now, let me go into this thing. This is her birthday. I already showed you her relation to Trump in terms of the numbers, right? Now, take April 10th, 1972, that's her. Now look, August 31st, that's when SNAP started in relation to the food stamps. Food Stamp Act of 1964, President Johnson, right? August 31st. So August 31st versus April 10th. Here you go. April 10th, 2026, next anniversary. Well, her next birthday, the lady's next birthday. And here's SNAP's anniversary, August 31st, 2025, this year. The difference is 7/13. What happened on July 13th? That's when they say Trump got hit in the ear. You see how they take events, they take the food stamp thing and tell you something else? Well, you know, they said Trump got hit in the ear in Butler, Pennsylvania. Well, guess what? He will be unalive soon. But look over here in the corner. The difference between the anniversary of SNAP and the lady's birthday who's talking in behalf of Trump, Brooke Collins, that's her birthday, April 10th. The difference, people, is 222. I know you want to crack the screen. Please don't put your fist through the monitor. But you understand what the devil looked like, don't you? When you take her birthday, subtracted from the anniversary of SNAP, you get unalive Trump and you get 222. And most of y'all know what 222 is. Well, in case you had temporary amnesia, like maybe Joe Biden, the vote this a few days ago to have the government start sending SNAP checks back out, the government voted. That is, the House voted. And the vote was what? 222 to 209. What a coincidence that you can take her birthday and subtract it from SNAP and get 222. And the vote was 222 to reinstate it. Now they're saying, we want your butt to re-register just like you already do. I'll leave you with this. A video I did the other day. And shout out to Joe Aquaviva, who broke down 222 in his videos this week. God got us rolling in the last days to serve you guys. Check it out. Your turn, Joe. Check it out.
222. Wow, the biggest number I talk about on this channel. In gematria, Trump equals 222. Order out of chaos, 222. Trump just won the election, 222 days from his birthday. Trump, 222. Donald John Trump Sr., 222. Trump Organization, 222. Trump's sister died 222 days from her birthday. Ivana Trump died 222 days from her birthday. Ivana, 222. there was a 222-page lawsuit against Trump where he took the stand 222 days from his birthday.
And then let's add to it, the beast of Revelation is 222, the Antichrist system 222, Antichrist Barack Obama 222, and soon to be president Harris 222. Ain't nothing but the devil system coming, and the devil system is alive, and they're messing with us. But like I said, I don't think Trump will be here, and they're gonna keep creating misery. They might do some things to hurt the people, but if my calculation is right, Trump won't be here too far long. So something else gonna pop off, okay? I'm Frank Shot Pierce. Enjoy the video. Just let me know what your comments are. We just exposed 222. What you think? And they're gonna keep doing it because they speak through numbers. They speak through codes. They speak through colors. But God got us out here on patrol, letting you know everything's gonna be all right. It's more of a psychological game than anything, because they know the psyche affects the heart. And the Bible says in the book of Matthew, men's hearts will fail them for fear for the things that they think will come upon them. What you think I just showed you? They ain't showing nothing but fear. These gotta be fallen angels, and they do come in women as well. I'm out of here.